Hello, this is Rob here from robcubban.com, and I'm going to show you something very exciting now. I'm going to show you how to integrate WishList Member with PayPal, and that means I'm going to show you how to charge people for your content, how to charge them either a one-off payment or a monthly payment for accessing certain areas of a website. And it's ridiculously easy, and it basically tells you what to do, but I'm going to walk you through it anyway. So we go first of all to WishList Member, and right on the right hand side is integration, and we want shopping cart, and here you can choose many of the most common shopping carts on the web. So we got ClickBank here if you want to sort out an affiliate scheme for your membership site, but I'm going to show you with PayPal, and we'll click select shopping cart. Now, one thing to say here is that you must have a business account with PayPal. And I think most of you probably already have. If you've ever put any sort of PayPal buy button on your website, then you'll already have a business account with them. If by any chance you only have a personal account with PayPal, then it's very easy just to upgrade it to a business account. It doesn't cost anything. There's just 5 steps, and they are all explained here. But I'm going to assume you've got a business PayPal account anyway, and I might as well say at this point that the people purchasing access to your premium area, purchasing your course, purchasing your software product or whatever, they don't need a PayPal account. They can pay with credit card or debit card, but you need a PayPal business account if you're going to charge people for access to certain areas of your membership site. Okay, so step 1. We've got to configure PayPal settings. It tells you exactly what to do. We have to go to Profile, My Selling Tools, Website Preferences in your PayPal account, and there's instructions for what we got to do here. So let's do that then. So I've logged into a PayPal business account, and here I've got to go My Account, Profile, My Selling Preferences, and we've got to look for Website Preferences. Here they are, so we'll click update there, and let's go back to WishList Member and see what it tells us to do. We've got to have auto return on, we've got to have a return URL, and we've got to have payment data transfer on. So let's have a look. So auto return has to be on. We have to have a return URL. Now this isn't important at all. It sounds like it should be important, but it's actually overridden by the WishList Member settings. So you just have to put a URL here, and it doesn't have to be the URL of your membership site. So I'm just going to put in my site, which isn't a membership site. And we've got to have payment data transfer on. And we've done that, so let's click save at the bottom. So we have saved the preferences, and it gives us an identity token here, but if we don't copy it immediately, we can always go back into PayPal, My Account, Profile, My Selling Preferences, Website Preferences, and there it is. We have the auto return on, we have a return URL, and a payment data transfer as well. So here is your identity token. So you just copy that and paste it here. Next step, you create a buy now or subscribe button in the merchant services section of PayPal. But before we do that, I'm just going to scroll down and save settings. So in PayPal you go to Merchant Services and select this option here, Create Payment Buttons for your website. And you've got a choice here. You would either want a Buy Now button or a Subscribe button. Buy Now would be for a one-off payment, Subscribe would be for regular payments. Let's create a Subscribe button this time. Now the item name is very much up to you. We have a level, it's called General, and it's a subscription, so I'm going to call it Gen Sub or something like that, but that's absolutely up to you. The subscription ID is much more important, and it comes from the WishList Member configuration with PayPal, and here it is, the item or subscription ID. You want to copy that and paste it in there. Then you want to select your currency, and here you've got a choice for customizing the button. I'd leave that all as is if I was you. Choose an amount for the billing cycle, and then you can choose whether you want them to pay once a month, as this is, or once a day, once a year, twice a year, anything like that. Then you've got a choice after how many cycles should the billing stop. We'll have never, and there's an option to have an offer trial period. So here you have a regular billing cycle of once a month. It never expires and there's no trial period, and that is the norm for a membership site. Merchant account IDs, stick with it as use my secure merchant account ID. It's a little bit safer. And then step 2, there's nothing much to do here because this is about inventory and physical items that we're not really concerned with. Step 3, need your customer's postal address. Well, let's not do that. Now here it has 2 URLs that you can put in. Take customers to this URL when they cancel their checkout. That isn't essential. But this one, take customers to this URL when they finish their checkout, that is essential. And if we go back to WishList member, we have it here. Set the thank you URL of each product to the following URL. So we copy that address and paste it here. And one more thing to do is add advanced variables. And they're over here on WishList member again. They're all of this bit. So you copy that, and it says paste the code below to the add advanced variables field. So you put that there, and you've got to check that to say that you're adding advanced variables, and then you create the button. And there is your button. All you've got to do is select that and put that on your site. And the best page to put it on your site will be this one. Oops, this content is members only. Of course, you can change the title if you want. And if you go into the text WordPress editor, you could say something like, please register in order to access this content. Or maybe we should say, please subscribe, because that's what the button says, and paste it in there. Obviously, you can find some icons that say it's encrypted and your details will be safe with us, and you can virtually have a sales page. So there is our button code. We just need to save that, and the page will produce a PayPal button that we can click on and subscribe. But there's one last thing I'd like to do in the PayPal integration page of WishList member. If you scroll right to the bottom, you'll see there's a support for $0 trial subscriptions, and it says optional. This is for when you want the subscribers not to pay for the first month, so they get everything for free for a month. And then if they don't change their subscription, they do nothing, then they start getting charged every month after that. Now, apart from the fact that this is quite a good thing to do, and you can set this up in the button generator over at PayPal, it also fixes a bug which is quite annoying for the people it happens to. It only happens to a small group of people who have a certain version of PHP on their server, but it might happen to you, so it's important just to put this script in, even if you don't want to have the support for the $0 trial subscription. I would advise you to use this. So we copy that, and it says add the code just before the closing form tag. So go back into the button code, and there is the closing form tag, and just before that we'll put the cursor in and paste that bit of code. Update the page, and let's have a look at that page, and there's your subscribe button. And that is it. So a user would come on and click this subscribe button, and they'd be taken to this page where they can either log into their PayPal account or pay using debit or credit card. And they can pay with all the major debit or credit cards, MasterCard, Visa, American Express, etc. Okay, so that shows you the basics of integrating PayPal with WishList member. About 5 minutes to get areas of your site paid for by subscribers or members to your membership site. And they can pay for it as a one-off payment or regularly as a subscription. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. This has been Rob from robcoven.com. Goodbye.